Hey up everybody, my name is Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence. Today I want to talk a little bit about learning to drive, because I'm now currently at the state where I'm getting ready to take my theory test, my practical test, so I kind of know how to drive. However, I just don't have the legal precedent behind me to be able to drive just wherever the hell I want. Right? So I can get in a car and just go wherever I need to go, really. I kind of understand what most of the signs mean, what most of the road markings mean, at least subconsciously. However, trying to explain it consciously is the difficult part. That's the thing that I'm having trouble with, and I struggle to relay, what the zigzags mean, or, how a puffin crossing is different from a pelican crossing, or whatever. These little things that can trip you up. So I don't understand everything, right? But at the same time, some of the twats I see on the road, people don't understand just how shit most drivers are, right? And I am another one of those shit drivers currently. When I was about 18, 19, I got inundated into the Southall socialist movement for some reason, unbeknownst to me. So this old fella, he would just sort of rock up in my house. I'd get in his car and then he would drive me to Southall, and we would just drive from house to house, and he would knock on people's doors and go, "Excuse me, is Ahmed in? Can Ahmed come out and help us with the socialist movement?" And then their mum would be like, "No, Ahmed cannot come out and play. He is doing homework." And he'd go, "Oh, but it's very important because, the capitalist, oligarchies that are coming to destroy us all." And she'd go, "No, Ahmed cannot come out and play. He is doing homework." We just did this for like 6 or 7 houses, but there was one point, we're in the middle of the Uxbridge Road, which is like the main vein of Southall Broadway. It's the main road, right? And it's a chocker road as well. It's an annoying road to get down because there's just endless traffic, everything's tight. All the cars bunch up together really, really tight. And this man thought the best thing to do in this situation was to do a fucking U-turn and just go the other way. And I'm sat there, I'm crouching like this to get out of the shot, because I don't want to be associated with this. I don't want anything coming back on me, because this guy, he doesn't know how to fucking drive. People don't know how to drive. So many people don't have a clue how to drive, right? That one there, driving down, 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 down. He's done a good job, right? And that is what most people do. They do a decent job. However, when I was doing my last driving lesson, there were just some cars that were just taking the piss. You use your BMWs and your Mercs and all this, right? They take the piss and they just get really, first they kind of get, what's the word? They try and dominate you because you're a learner driver, so they think, "Oh, I can just take the piss of him. I can force him to get into the submissive position of letting me pass, even though he has the right of way." And my driving instructor, who's really good, by the way, he's keep enforcing confidence within me. So I've just kind of gotten to the point now where I'm just like, "You can fuck right off, I'm going, because it's my right of way, you have to wait, fuck you." And that's one really good thing about driving, is that you have to treat everything around you as if you are the correct person and they are the wrong person. And that's what I've been learning, and it's been a really good thing for my own confidence outside of just driving. The first time I did a driving lesson, I remember I got off it and my legs felt like that. They felt like a jelly, right? And as time went on, I got more and more confident. Now I can just get in a driving lesson. I'm not anticipating or anxious about the driving lesson and whether I'm going to be any good at it. And it's like, "Oh God, it's a big driving lesson, it's a big deal." None of that anymore. Now I just get in the car and I drive and we go wherever we go. Right? And I can just take any challenge that he throws at me. Do you want to take me into whatever Broadway? Fine. Want to take me onto an A road? Fine. Want to take me onto a dual carriageway? Fine. Right? I can do all of that stuff. The struggles that I'm having now with regards to driving, I think it's just because I've naturalized it, and it's all kind of come to a point where I can just do it, right, without it on a subconscious level. I think now it's a case of learning more the theory behind stuff. So understanding, what different road markings mean, what different signs mean. I can intuit stuff and I can look stuff up, but I don't learn by looking stuff up, right? Believe me, I've looked up all this shit, what all the signs mean. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I've looked it all up, so technically I do know because I've looked it up, but I don't know, right? Because looking shit up means nothing to me, right? I look up so much shit and then forget about it. I learn by getting stuff done, This is why with regards to, film and music and stuff, I keep banging on about making stuff rather than learning, because I learn by doing, and so do plenty of other people. Other people are more academically inclined, right? And they learn by, sitting down and studying the text. And that's understandable. I can get behind that. If that works for them, that works for them. It doesn't work for me. I learn by getting shit done, by falling flat on my face and getting back up. And that is the repeated cycle of life, right? I mean, with the driving thing, well, there was one time when I was coming up to a roundabout, and with a roundabout in the UK, you got to give way to the people on the right, but anyone on the left, they can fuck right off, right? There was a Beamer, right? And he was getting ready to pull out, right? Into the motor. He was on my left, right? I'm here, and I'm coming out. He knows that I'm on his right, so he has to give way to me, but he sees that I'm a learner driver, so he just thinks, oh yeah, he'll get scared, and I can get to my destination 5 seconds quicker, right? I saw him do that, right? And in the back of my brain, there's a little scared bit, which is going, stop, 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 stop. You're gonna crash into him, you're gonna crash into him, right? I didn't. I sped up slightly, just a little bit, just to assert I'm not giving way to you because it's my right of way, you can fuck right off, right? And it worked, because believe me, he doesn't want me to touch his Beamer, to scratch his Beamer, so he has to go into the shop, get it fixed up, right? Even if I end up paying all that on the insurance or whatever, right? Or however it works, right? Even if it's all paid for, he has to deal with the hassle of it. So he doesn't want that, okay? So assert your dominance in ways like that has been the main lesson I've learned from driving. And I'm trying to apply it to more things, to be the intuitor, to be the one that is assertive, that starts the conversation, that sets the tone, That's what I've been trying to do lately, rather than being scared of what everyone's gonna think of me, because I try to step up and do something or say something that I believe in, right? Because then you get your beliefs challenged when you do that, right? And in the past, I've not wanted them to be challenged because I want to be correct, or I want to know the comfort that I feel from knowing what I know. I want that to stay there. I don't want that to be challenged, because if I lose that, then I'm going to lose a sense of comfort that I had before, because it's now been challenged and I couldn't defend it properly. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because worst thing that happens is you'll find a new thing to believe in. You'll find a new correct thing to be correct about. New circumstances will come around. Life will go on, right? Life is a million different phases of every single day leading into the next one, into the next one. Sometimes days merge in together, sometimes weeks merge in together, sometimes 2 different days are completely polar opposite, very clearly distinct, unique, right? And what's important that I've learned from driving is to take every day as a lesson in confidence. So that's pretty much it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you're learning to drive. If you're learning to drive, how far along are you? What have you been learning? Do you agree with kind of what I've been saying? If you know how to drive, am I talking a load of shite? And I should be ashamed of it. Let me know your thoughts. Either way, it's good to get a conversation going. It's good to step up and do the talking, and then other people can do their own bit of talking, because that's how a conversation works. That's how dialogue works. Obviously, dialogue and conversation doesn't really work like this, where I sit and talk into a Canon C100 Mark I cinema camera, right? And then you sit on the internet with the fucking keyboards, right? That's not a real conversation. It's an online conversation. But at the same time, it's representative of dialogue. And I think communication between, differing, diverse cultural backgrounds, interesting, weird people that come from weird places where they do things differently, combined with, the average fucking American that lives in the Midwest, where all the fucking people seem to live. That's just like the default on the internet. If I see like a Reddit account, that's like an anonymous Reddit account, I presume they live in the Midwest of America, right? Like, I don't know, not Idaho, I don't think that's in the Midwest. But that sort of area, I presume they live around there, right? In one of those like suburban houses. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and bye-bye.